Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to the Airbrush Garage. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Today, I'm going to be doing a video on spray pots. I'm going to show you one free hack, and I'm going to show you a spray pot that I purchased not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I'll let you know why I'm not real crazy about it. So stay tuned for that. So if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Give me a few comments, good or bad. It really does help the channel with the YouTube algorithm. Thumbs up also really help. I would really appreciate that. Don't forget to check out all my affiliate links down below for the products in this video and all the other videos. And with that, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a free spray pot or hack before I get into my purchase. So basically, all I used for many years now was a thing of Parmesan cheese. Okay, 3 holes over on one side, open on the other, and a paper towel. Has a nice screw-off lid. Basically, take your paper towel. So anytime you need to change a filter, you just get a new paper towel. I recommend a paper towel that's more like a little heavier, not real generic. Get something like quilted paper towel. What's cool about it is it threads right on. See, it threads on. Trim some of the towel away. Take my airbrush. Now it's nice and sealed up. Same thing on the other side. It's going to act as your filter. I just take and pop my airbrush down through one of them. So now you have one hole. Everything else is sealed up, and it works out really, really nice. It actually does a very good job. Okay. So that is a whole lot better than just spraying it like into a garbage can that's on the side of you and having those vapors and fumes come up and breathe them in. So this works out very, very nice. It's free, well, except for the price of the cheese. So eat lots of pasta and get yourself a free spray pot. So now the interesting part, what I'm going to tell you about this bought spray pot, okay, it is a Sagud, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's spelled S-A-G-U-D. It is a $17 airbrush cleaning kit. Now, I actually didn't buy this because of the spray pot itself. I was looking for a tool because I wanted to rebuild my Iwata Eclipse. And the only place I could find that tool is in a repair kit from Iwata, which is a $90 repair kit. Now, unless you're going to go out and get in the business of repairing airbrushes, which I am not, my airbrush lasted me 20 years before I wanted to rebuild it. So it's very few and far between where you're going to be building an airbrush. But in order to get the needle chucking nut out, okay, it's way deep down here in the airbrush. Now, I'm told you can do it with a pair of like a jeweler screwdriver, but this kit happened to come with it, okay? And for the $17, in my view, for what I really wanted it for, is worth every penny. And as you can see, it is like a screwdriver, or a little jeweler screwdriver with a little pin on it, which would represent your needle. And that slips through your packing nut, or your needle, packing needle nut, and guides it to where it needs to be. So I really wanted this screwdriver, and I found it with this kit. And it's the only place I found it on the internet. Now, if you could find this screwdriver online and let me know where it's at, besides in the Iwata kit, please comment down below, let me know, let all the viewers know, because it is very frustrating. I even contacted an art supply store and they told me the only place it was available was through the Iwata kit. So I spent the $17 on this just because of that. Otherwise, I'd probably just continue to use my free spray pot. But I really did like this spray pot, and I was excited to get it. The problem with it I have is it's glass, okay? And it did come very well packaged in this styrofoam, and it was fit in here very, very tightly. So you think everything would be good. Well, I got the first one in and it was cracked. So I sent it back and they sent me a replacement. I got the second one in, it was cracked. So they told me they were just going to send me another free one. Well, Lo and behold, I got my free one tonight, and guess what? Still cracked. Okay, so I super glued it and epoxied it just like I did with the first one. I super glued and epoxied it. Now, the other thing I'd love to hear from you guys out there is, do they make these out of plastic? Now, I understand they probably don't because of the fact, you know, if you're going to be using solvent paints, but I still think there's a poly out there that can handle the solvent paints, and most airbrush paints are water-based, so I don't see the need to make this out of glass. So if anybody out there knows of this type of design, because I'll show you the design in a second, and it's really a good design, if they make this design with a plastic container, we got a winner. So if any of you out there do know, please comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. So anyways, it has a screw-off lid. Okay. It has a little kickstand here to keep it stable. I'm not quite sure why. You know, I mean, yeah, we'll keep it more stable, but it's pretty stable on its own. This is removable, but this is your airbrush holder. What I do like about this is it has a nice tight rubber seal here, okay, or grommet, for when you put your airbrush in. It does make a nice tight seal. You can almost feel it pop in there, okay, and it holds it very nice too. You know, it's nice and secure, so you could spray into the pot, okay, and then there's filters with it. It comes with like 5 or 6 filters. They're just little felt filters. It's little round discs, again, about the thickness of a paper towel. That's why the paper towel works just fine. And you pop one in there, put your lid on here. The lid has some holes on it, and same principle. But now you can see I'm holding the airbrush like that. It's secure. I really think, besides the glass design, I think it's a good design. Now, in addition, I will say what does come with this is not only does the repair tool come with it, it comes with, this is called, they're calling it a wash tool. I just called it a nozzle cleaner. It's very, very sharp, very fine. I use it to clean out, you know, the really small nozzles on like my HPCH, or I don't have a micron, but like that type of nozzle. That's what I use it for. It's kind of like cut in half. It's probably really hard to see, but it's kind of like cut in half the dowel itself, and it's very sharp. It can get into really, really tight holes. So anything small like that you can use to unclog little tiny holes. So it also comes with a 5-piece brush set. It comes with another brush and cleaning brush. I'm not quite sure what that's used for. I'm not really big on the brushes myself. I like things like this tool, and it comes with a 5-piece needle set, as they call it, and has all different size needles. And that fine needle right there is the one I use the most if I do need one of these. So, I mean, but the brushes are there if you want them. So it comes with a 5-piece cleaning set along with the spray pot. And again, if it wasn't for the cracked glass, I would have been thrilled with it. So for that fact that I got 3 of them in a row and they were all cracked, I don't recommend this product, okay? So I'm sure I just ran into a bad lot of them, but I have to tell you what my experience is, and because of the 3 cracked pots in a row, I wouldn't purchase this product unless you need this tool, because the rest of these tools here are easy to come by and very inexpensive. So unless you need this tool, I'd save the $17. I'd maybe try a different brand name, and if it does exist out there, a poly or a plastic pot instead of glass. Because let's face it, if this gets knocked off your, when I'm out in the garage, if this gets knocked off the table, it's gone. It's done anyways. If it was plastic, it would be just fine. So that's my review of the product. So I hope you guys find this information useful. Well, there you have it. One free hack and my thoughts on the purchase spray pot. If you don't have one, make one. It's worth it. You really don't want to be breathing in all of those vapors when you don't have to. So like I said, you can make one for free, or you can go out and purchase one. Now, I probably go out and just look for the one that's around maybe like, $8. I think there's one, several of them out there between $8 and $10. Unless you really need this particular tool, okay, if you need that tool, then by all means, spend the 17 bucks, well worth it. If I didn't need that tool, I just would have looked for one that was, of the $8 range. So I will say again, if any of you out there know where to find this tool on its own on the internet, please let us all know down below, And if you know of a spray pot that is made of plastic instead of glass, please put your comments down below so we all can benefit from it. So with that, I hope you like this content. If you do, again, consider subscribing. Check out my Amazon affiliate links down below. Give me a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And with that, we'll see you in the next video.